Good morning, pilgrims. It is day 17 on the Via Francesca, the second day or the second stage here in Italy. And after walking with her man for so long, I'm gonna be on my own for the next 2 days. Today, we have a short 20-kilometer days. Yes, easy. I don't think it's gonna rain. It was blue skies this morning, but it's getting cloudy. So let's hope that it doesn't happen. And I just have my typical breakfast here in Italy. You guys know what it is. Cappuccino, chocolate croissant. Yeah. Let's see. Oh man, it feels so weird now. I have to click in my navigation skills because I was just, relaxing on autopilot following my guide for over 2 weeks already. What else can I say? Today I'm staying at a hostel at an Hostel. I'm the only one staying there because we made the reservation by phone. I'm supposed to go about half an hour before I arrive. Of course, they don't speak English or Spanish, so there's a restaurant nearby, so I plan to go there and ask them, since there I can use Google Translate, for them to do me the favor and call the Hostel. I should be getting there in no time. This is like flat terrain. We have left the Alps behind. Yes, we have. I'm in the city of, what is it called? Varese, and it's pretty much the same as Ivrea on the Via Francigena. So you guys know what's coming up ahead. The plains. All right? Let's go slowly today. Let's take it slow. All right, guys. This video is brought to you by friends of the Via Francesca, Switzerland. But we're in Italy, so I had to head over to an ATM to take out some cash, to take out some euros, because we're not using francs anymore. No, sir. So I took out the maximum that I'm allowed to, and just to maximize the international fee and also the ATM fee. So whenever the machine asks you to choose either the local currency or dollars, always go with the local currency, in this case euros, of course, so they don't butcher you with the exchange rate. We got morning rush hour traffic. Yes, sir. We got traffic. We got people working in their yards. That's how it goes. My God, it has taken forever to get through the town of Varese, which is nice. You can stop here and take a rest day if you like, if you need it. I walked through the city center and then I saw this garden. That was pretty cool. And now I'm on the outskirts waiting for the train to pass, which, by the way, if you want to go to Milan is about an hour right away from here. So maybe you can take the rest day over there. Here comes the train. It seems like we're slowly leaving the city behind. Yes. And if you know Spanish, that's a peculiar name for a street. Allá pica. It itches over there. All right. Now that we have left the bustling and hustling of the city behind, let's just enjoy the quiet of the countryside. Of course, we have a car coming. Of course. It never fails. Okay, I think now I'm in the countryside, and since I have all day to figure out how to say a few words in Italian, I think I can practice until I got there. Let's see, it shouldn't be that hard. All right, here we go. Let's try to use Google Translate. Hopefully it is the right translation. Hello, my name is Efren Gonzalez. I'm a pilgrim. I'm at the Hostel.
Ciao, Mi chiamo Efren Gonzalez. Sono un pellegrino. Sono all'ostello.
Yeah, it's not that bad. Here we go. Ciao, mi chiamo Efren Gonzalez. Sono un pellegrino. Sono all'ostello. I think I can do this. We'll see. If he starts asking questions, that's as far as it's gonna go. By the way, now that I'm here in the plains, I thought today was gonna be, I don't know. After walking for so many days in the Alps, you know, you never know what to expect. But so far, it's just been a nice descent, slowly, not too bad. There might be a small climb up ahead, but nothing compared to what we have done in days past. And I like that. I need a few rest days out here in the Po Valley before I continue on to Rome. Because of course, you know that Tuscany is not flat, it's the rolling hills. Whew, baby. The weather is great. I don't think it's gonna rain. I should have asked Meta about the weather. Let's do it right now. Hey Meta, what's the weather forecast for today?
Today's forecast is mostly cloudy with a high of 19 degrees Celsius, 66 degrees Fahrenheit, and a low of 10 degrees Celsius, 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Today's chance of precipitation is 20% at 11 p.m. and less than 20% throughout the day.
It is noon, and since the last time I talked to you guys, I think I spoke too early when I said it was only a downhill descent. I've been climbing non-stop, gradually, but non-stop nonetheless. Made it to this town, Chiano, at 5 minutes to noon. I went to this little bar, just like a hole in the wall. Only the locals probably go there. And I ordered a cappuccino and some sparkling water. I think I made it just before noon to order the cappuccino. You know how the Italians are. And you know, I needed to drop off the boys in the pool. My God, did not realize that it was gonna be one of those old-style toilets. For that, might as well have done it in the woods. All right, we still got a little bit to go. I'm taking it easy. Plenty of traffic, narrow shoulders. One of those days, you know. There's nothing open, like for lunch, I guess. I do have half of the sandwich that I had for yesterday for lunch. So I have it with me. I think that's gonna be my lunch. I also have about half of a Powerade bottle. So that, in combination with a cappuccino, I think I should be good. Let's see. I am at kilometer 12. 12 out of 20. So that means I have 8 kilometers to go. Easy day. I do not think it's gonna rain. Even though it gets cloudy sometimes, it's nah, I don't feel it. Do you see that sign behind me? Oh boy. I saw it as I was walking next to the road and I said, let me just go in there and get some supplies just as a backup. Because you never know. You never know if I get to this hostello in the middle of nowhere and the only restaurant that's close by doesn't open this afternoon and then I'm stuck there without anything to eat. So I went in and I got enough supplies to make myself a sandwich. I also got some nuts, I got some fruits, I got a Powerade, and I also got a small bottle of red wine. Yes, I did. I do have my Swiss Army knife that has the cork thing. So yeah, I thought, let me just put it to the test. Even if I find a place to have a dinner tonight, I probably have the bottle, you know, in the afternoon. Let's see, let's see. We're almost there. Maybe I should make the phone call. Or maybe I should wait until I'm a little bit closer. Wow, man. This was definitely a great find. And here I thought I had avoided the mud. How naive of me. But as it turns out, I'm sharing the path right now with some mountain bikers, and it got a little bit muddy. But we only have a small section here in the woods. As soon as I get out, I have to deviate from the Camino just to take a shortcut to the Ostello. Because if not, I have to go into town and then climb, zigzag my way up. And who wants to do that at the end of the day? So I'm gonna do it now, and then tomorrow morning I just descend through there. I'm fully loaded. You know, I have about 30 pounds worth of weight. And with all the food that I just bought, it's probably somewhere around 35. And everything cost me 11 euros, 11 something, including a bottle of wine. Oh man, the prices have drastically dropped for sure. Look at this, a down tree. Please don't follow me. All right, it is 1:50 in the afternoon, and I think it is time. As soon as I made it to the small village, I knew from past experience that there was gonna be a sign telling us to go on a detour to the Ostello, which happens to be 1 kilometer away. I found this lavadero, and I decided this would be the place to make the phone call. Let's see, let's practice one more time. I managed to refine it just a little bit, going from Spanish to Italian instead of English to Italian, since Spanish, of course, is closer. So I think it said, Ciao, mi chiamo Efrain Gonzalez. Sono un pellegrino e mi trovo qui all'ostello. Let's see.
Ciao, mi chiamo Efren Gonzalez. Sono un pellegrino e mi trovo qui all'ostello.
Qui all'ostello. Mi trovo qui all'ostello. This reminds me of that TikTok of that lady with the skeleton paint face trying to say something in Spanish, something so simple, and she felt so miserable. Let's hope that's not the case with me. Allora, let's make the phone call. I don't think this guy is answering.
Fastweb. Risponde la segreteria telefonica. Lasciare il messaggio dopo il segnale acustico.
Ciao, mi chiamo Efrain Gonzalez. Sono un pellegrino e mi trovo qui all'ostello. Okay, I left a message. Let's head over there. If I get to the Ostello and there's nobody there, I'll make another phone call. This is what happens when you're in a foreign country and you don't speak the language. At least I can speak a little bit just by reading it and practicing it a few times. For example, when I was in Japan, there I couldn't even dare to think that I could try. Let's go. Oh, here we are. It is 2 o'clock. Made it to the Ostello del Peregrino. This is like a hole in the wall. As simple as it comes. I'm here at the gate. Nobody answers. I don't know. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Oh, you know what I could do? If nobody answers, I could probably go to the restaurant that's a couple of blocks away from here and then try to see if they can call for me. All right, so I just went to the restaurant in town, which surprisingly enough, for being such a small village, they have a very nice place. I wouldn't have put those two and two together. They open at 7:30 for dinner, so I have at least my dinner secure. They tried to help me. They called Mario, which is the guy in charge of this place. He doesn't answer, so it's not my data plan or anything like that. And the lady told me that maybe he's just taking a siesta right now. So, since they are closed for lunch and everybody left, I'm just gonna hang out here by the main door just in case Mario decides to show up. Oh man. You know, it had to be like this on my first day on my own. But this is not my first rodeo. No, sir. There's nobody here. All right, it is 4 o'clock in the afternoon, and after making a few phone calls, to my connections, they sent somebody over to open up the place. I don't know what would have happened if I didn't have such connections. I probably would have had to find a B&B or something somewhere. But that's behind me. I'm inside the Hostel, and this is such a great place. Let's do a little bit of a tour for you guys. Oh, there's a little bit of echo here. Of course, we got a kitchen here, fully functional kitchen. Oh man, on this side, let's see. We have a laundry room, which I will take advantage of right after I take a shower, of course. Look at the size of this place. I don't even know what's on the second floor, but I'm just staying down here. And let's see if I remember. Yes. Okay, well, here's a bathroom, showers on this side, toilet on this side, modern, not like the one I had to use for lunch. And let's head over to the rooms. Such a big hostel, and not a lot of people pass through here. But as I was signing in, let's see how many people have stayed here so far this year. Here we go. Okay, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, and 19. And it is May 10. So that gives you an idea. It is a Donativo place, 18 euros. I'm just gonna leave 20. There he goes. And what else do we have over here? This is the room. Is this the room? Yes. A room with 4 beds. 4 bunk beds with sheets, which is not bad. And we also have towels. We got electricity over here. Let me take off my shoes because they're squeaking. And yeah, great place, man. Great place. I'm gonna have dinner this afternoon around 7:30 when they open. I'll head over there. I still have all the stuff that I bought at the supermarket, but that's just gonna become tomorrow's lunch. Let's open this to get rid of some of the echo. And yeah, what a day, man. It's never easy. Just when you thought that it's gonna be an easy day and you let your guard down, that's when things happen. It does feel a little bit like the prison that I stayed at the beginning of the trip. Oh, that feels like a lifetime away. All right, see you guys in a bit. All right, so I just took my shower, but the water was cold, so I had to go in the search of the boiler room, which eventually I found it said, private. I looked inside, I saw it, I had to turn it on, Everything here is off. Everything is unplugged, so you have to plug it in and figure it out on your own. So once I managed to figure out how to get the water to be hot just the way I like it, of course I took my shower. And then I came here just to make my sandwich. I put my clothes in the laundry room, in the machine, and it kept going and going, but no water was going in, and it kept giving me an error. So I also had to figure out how to open the water valve. So then the water went into the machine, and now laundry is being done. I also found on the second floor, on the stairs, on the way to the patio, a big fan, which I plan to use to dry my clothes. There's a secondary dorm room with 10 beds, 5 bunk beds. So that means that we have space here for 14 people, which is not bad. All right, let's make tomorrow's lunch. If we don't find anything along the way, this sandwich will be my plan B. I bought my supplies at the supermarket, of course. We have bread. Can't make a sandwich without bread, of course. There you go. I also got some prosciutto and I got some cheese. Which type of cheese? Let's see, Asiago. Why did I choose this? Well, I did not want to get a package that had way too many, so I just got the one with the smallest amount, just so that I can do one sandwich and let's say not two. So this one has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 slices. And the prosciutto, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. By the way, guys, this is something that I learned on my first Camino in 2017. If you're a pilgrim with a Swiss Army knife, make sure that you have a cork opener and you'll be the most popular guy at the albergue. I already opened the bottle, of course, just for time purposes, but you guys know how it works. I took out the cork and I will be enjoying a little bit of Vino Tinto red wine this tonight, because I'm not gonna be carrying that tomorrow. Tastes good. So yeah, get one of these in Switzerland, of course, Swiss Army knife. I saw so many shops along the way that had it. Wait, I don't have any nails, so I need some help. And I also, this one I bought it back in the day. I've used it in a few Caminos, and I always sharpen it so that it's nice and sharp. Look at that. So right now it is like 5:30. There's nobody else staying here tonight, as you know, that I know of, unless we have somebody that just shows up. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, if I'm supposed to let them in or not. There you go, look at that. So much meat. So much meat and so much cheese. Perfect. That's lunch for tomorrow. And this is for now. It is 8:30. There's still lights out. I waited here until 7:30 to head over to the restaurant. I was one of the first ones to get in there. They were so friendly, so helpful. They wanted to know how I managed to get in here, if Mario finally answered the phone, and I told them that no, that Claudia was the one that helped me out. So what did I have for dinner tonight? Well, they have a few choices. I thought it was going to be like one of those menus where you have like your first plate, the second, and dessert. So I started off with the pasta ragu, and when I saw the size of that plate, I said, you know what, this is good enough. I also have some sparkling water, of course, because I drank wine here, and then I closed it with the espresso macchiato, which is what I've been drinking in the afternoons. One thing I forgot to mention to you guys yesterday and today is that from Sacromonte, up there at the top, you could see Milano way out there in the distance. Yes, it was like a small silhouette. I got that shot, so I have to mention it. So here it is. So that could be a rest day, as I mentioned. I always wanted to go there. Actually, I've been to the airport, but not the city. When I did the Tour de Mont Blanc, I went from Rome. I did a layover in that airport, which is the only airport that I've had to run like crazy to make the connection. And then we flew to Geneva, and I did the Tour de Mont Blanc. All right, that's it. Day 17. In the bag, my clothes are dry. I did my sandwich. I'm here all by myself. A little bit locked in, feeling like I'm locked in here because we got fences everywhere. But the albergue is pretty cool, yes. By looking at the book where people write their comments and notes, I think it's been open since 2020, and every single comment is in Italian. So that lets you know that not a lot of foreigners come through here. I may be the first one. I'm definitely the first Cuban here. All right, guys. See you tomorrow on yet another day. Great day on the Via Francesca. 4 days to Pavia. And tomorrow, 19 kilometers. Pretty flat, following the river for the majority of the day. And at the end of the day, I'll get to meet Herman once again. See you then.